Hi guys, welcome and welcome back. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by and thank you for clicking on this video. In this video, we're gonna do an easy tutorial for you. So if you're a beginner, this is gonna be very good for you if you're just trying to figure out what digitizing is and trying to figure out how to use your embroidery machine. So today we're gonna make this simple back tag. You can make it in whatever shape, hearts, stars, whatever you want to do. But today I'm going to show you how to make a simple circle, one how you could digitize it for yourself and how you could stitch it out. So if that is something you're interested in, I did use foam for this video, but if you're interested in that, do keep on watching. We are in Embrilliance and we are going to make a bag tag today. Now the first thing I want you to do, I want you to ensure that you are in create mode. So I'm going to go here where it says create. I'm going to go here where it says create and I'm going to click on it. Now for this bag tag, I'm going to keep it really simple. You could use whatever shapes you want. But in this case, I'm just going to make a circle. You could follow this method and use any shape, stars, ovals, anything you want. So I'm going to click on it. I'm going to go right here where you see draw, and then you're going to see all these little drop down. You're going to click on it. If you don't see the circle, click on it and you could select from one of these. So I'm going to select the circle and I'm going to draw a circle. Okay, when I draw my circle, I'm going to go out of create mode because I want this circle to be a perfect circle. So I'm going to select the line that I've drawn and I'm going to go over here. You're going to see a lock button. You're going to unlock it. You unlock it, now you can manipulate the size of this. So I'm going to make this about 3.5. And for the other one, I'm going to make it 3.5 also. So this now is a perfect circle. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to lock it back. Now this is what we're going to have. Now we have a perfect circle. I'm going to go to utilities and I'm going to center it in my hoop. Now I'm going to go back into create mode. All right. When I go into create mode, I'm going to see all the stitches there. This is just artwork. I'm going to turn it into an embroidery stitch. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to click on run. When I click on run, I'm going to ensure that the first stitch, if I go over to my properties, I'm going to ensure that that is a single run, that is 2.5 millimeters. Now what I want to do is use this circle to get my other pieces, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this circle and I'm going to copy it. So I'm going to right click, copy. I'm going to right click, paste under. Now, the one that I copied, I'm going to change the color. So I'm going to go to properties. I'm going to select. I'm going to change it to a different color. And I'm going to press OK. Now, the one that I copied, I'm going to turn it into a bean stitch with 3 passes. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do, because this is going to be my placement stitch, this is going to be my top down stitch. I want my top down stitch to have to be more stable. So that's why I use a bean. That's why I use a bean stitch. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a hole that goes right here. So I'm going to go back to where I drew. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to make another circle that is about 3/4 inches. I'm going to ensure that this is okay. I'm going to come out of create mode. Okay. And I'm going to put 0.75 and it's going to default to that. You could make yours a little smaller or maybe I will do half an inch. Half an inch would be okay. Okay, so I made it half an inch. Now I want to ensure that these have the same color, which they do. They are both purples. Now the next step that I want to do is to ensure that this here, it stitches out the word or whatever you want it to stitch out. Okay, so before I do that, I'm going to go ahead, select these two, and I'm going to go ahead to edit, and I'm gonna just group those. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this icon right here, which is an A. Those you get your fonts that are listed on your computer. I'm going to use a true type font. You can use whatever you want because this is your bag tag. I'm going to type the word Mel. So original, right? But anyway, and I'm going to press enter. Okay, this looks good. Now I'm just going to position it where I want it to be. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select these two runs that I have right here. So this one, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. Now when I copy and paste it, it's gonna come right underneath the other one. I'm going to change the color to a different color because now this is the one that I'm gonna use to put the backing on so that I could cut out my foam. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I am going to copy and paste that one. Now this is the one that you're going to use. You're going to put down your foam at the back and your other piece of covering fabric, and then you're going to tack that down. And I want that to be a bean stitch. Okay, so ensure you're also in create mode and ensure that it is a bean stitch. All right, those two, and it has a different color. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy again and I'm going to paste it again. And that one, I'm going to change the color again to a different color. Let's do this ugly one. Or let's do orchid, medium orchid. This last one we're going to do, we're going to make it a satin border. Now, when we make it a satin border, we are going to ensure that the density, now this is important, the density, bring it down to about 3. Why? Because you want when the satin border is cutting, it cuts the foam. Okay, that's important. And in order for it to cut the foam, you have to make the density really tight. Okay, now this is basically what we have. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ensure that, so your width, you could choose whatever width you want. I'm going to use a 4mm. So to change your width, you toggle. You click on it and toggle on this slider. Okay, and this is basically what you need. The thing you have to do is move this mel to the correct area. So this is my placement. These two, this number 2 and 3, those are my tack down that I'm gonna cut my fabric. After my tack down, I want the mel to go there. So I'm gonna move this and I'm gonna put it right underneath these two. So this is my placement. These are my tack down stitches. It's going to do the word mel. After it does that, it's going to do another, these two. Okay, it's going to do these two, which is the part that you're going to put at the back for the foam to tack down the foam and the other piece of fabric. Then it's going to do the final satin border. And this is basically what you have to do. This is it. This is your bag tag. Now I'm going to stitch it out and I'm going to show you how it looks using the foam. All right, guys, so let me know what you think of this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, guys, so I went ahead and I hooked my tear away stabilizer. So for this project, you're going to need tear away stabilizer. I'm going to put it on. And I went ahead, this is the fabric I'm gonna use. I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I went ahead and put heat and bond light at the back, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, so that's the top down stitch. I'm gonna put the fabric over for the, no, that's the placement stitch, not the top down. Now it's gonna do the name. I'm just gonna do it in one color. Okay guys, so I went ahead, I stitched out the name. You're going to take it off the hoop, right? And you're going to take your foam and you're going to put it over, and you're going to put the piece of fabric over this one, okay? So the foam goes first, and then the piece of fabric, I'm just going to heat and bond it so that it stays down. You could clean up this, it's not going to show, but I'm lazy. So I'm going to put a little heat and bond. I'm going to put the foam over to cover that area, and then I'm going to put the heat and bond this on this part also, just to tack it down. Ensure that the foam covers all of the design. Okay, and I'm gonna put back on, and then it's gonna do another tack down stitch. So it's gonna tack down that piece. All right, I'm gonna take it off, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to cut around the circle right here, and I'm gonna cut around this piece right here, not the foam. You're gonna leave the foam on, and you're just gonna trim around this part. So I forget there's a satin stitch that's going around it. So I'm gonna put it on. The hole is gonna go through that. So I'm gonna do the final stitch, and that's it. So when it's done, I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, this is the final result of the patch. All you have to do is take this off. Remember, when I was digitizing it, I told you to make the satin border really tight so that the foam just pops out, and then you're just going to pop it out. You're going to have some foam sticking out, but all you have to do is use your iron or your heat and bond and take it out. You also don't have to make this hole so large. I think I did 1/2 inch, I believe. But this is the design, this is how it looks. Let me know what you think. All you have to do, punch your hole, put it on your bag tag. This is just a simple design. You could make it anyhow you like. So until we meet again, I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, but my ask is that you hit that subscribe button, turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified each time I make a video. And if you want help with more digitizing, more learning your software, more learning your embroidery machine, might I just invite you to my school community. In my community, I teach you how to digitize in Hatch, in Embrilliance, and I do summer in stones. If that is something you're interested in, I'll put the link where you'll be able to find it. Alright, until we meet, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.